Anyway, who's ready to begin?
I am.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep. You had, as I recall, you had a little B movie last week, Attack of the Vampire Werewolf Fishmen.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, very simple session. You delved into the lake. You found that the vampire werewolf fishmen. You discovered what the Aboleth was doing. You also discovered that it was a vampire. You guys teleported it and yourselves all over the place like you were in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was gonna say it started out as a B movie and then it turned into Dragon Ball.
You killed the Aboleth, discovered the hard way that it was a vampire. Mm-hmm. As you chased it back to its coffin, you met a werewolf called Korga Konstantinovich, who helped you. Well, more to the point, he helped you interrogate Akuo Toa. You figured out where the vampire hid in its coffin. And while you left Korga to kill the fishmen, you followed it into Lake Zarovich. You decided that you didn't want to spend the whole time searching the lake for a lair. So you went to Valaki, found Mordenkainen, and you spoke with him. You told him, "Hey, Morty, we need you to scry or use your divination or whatever, and find this Aboleth." Yeah, whatever you do, don't call him Morty Mort.
Morty Mort. All right, good to know. What did he cast? Power word kill immediately.
No, Voldemort, because Voldemort's a little baby compared to Mordenkainen. Voldemort got beaten by a teenager.
Yeah.
All right, he's not. Mordenkainen.
It really sounds sad when you say it like that.
It is sad.
Yeah, that's true. Oh God. So what's gonna happen? Like, is there gonna be like a warlock that walks through a portal? Like, no time to explain. Get in.
Okay, Morty, listen to me, Morty. I need you to just go with me on this. You see that guy in the glasses over there? I need you to go. I need you to go and make sweet love to him. Rick, what's wrong with you, Rick? What's wrong with you, man? No, I'm not doing that. You have to, man. It's the only way.
You have to. It's the only way. It's the only way.
All right. At any rate, though, you guys are taking an extended rest.
Yes, we are. Okay,
so
cool. So
spell slots back. You're getting your class features back. You're getting your hit points back. You're getting everything back. Yeah, Silvanna, as always, she gets her 4 hours of trancing, and then she gets up and starts trying to figure out what to craft next.
Yeah. Alexander probably just went through his notes, probably wrote a couple more things down in his notebook, and then went to sleep.
And dreamed of killing Flynn.
Probably.
After the Aboleth imitated him.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Flynn is definitely on Alexander's mind a lot more in recent memory.
Yep. Vierl, on the other hand, has a pretty interesting dream. His big dream is he's walking around. He's somewhere in Barovia, and he's walking around this ruined battlefield. Apparently, it looks like the aftermath of the fight between the Ibn Hearts and the Barovians. You can see the bodies of all sides are scattered all over the place. There's werewolves, there's humans, there's various races employed by the Ibn Hearts. Snapped swords, broken spears, all of that. But the funny thing is, as he walks, he notices that there's no wounds on any of these bodies. They all look like they're asleep. And as he watches, two humanoid figures show up. They are completely dressed covered from head to toe in veils, cloth. Imagine the painting Guardian set from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
If that helps. One of them is clearly a male, and his clothing just shines with the light of the sun. The other one is female, and her clothes depict the midnight sky. Vierl, looking at them, instinctively knows that these two are the twin Barovian deities, the Morning Lord and Mother Night.
Oh.
And as he watches, they walk up. As watches them walk around the battlefield, they occasionally reach down and wake up one of the dead people and help them to their feet. So you see them walking around. They're helping Ebenhearts, werewolves, Barovians. It doesn't matter. They're waking up various people, like seemingly at random. But then Vierl realizes that what he's looking at is the aftermath of the fight with Flynn. He's seeing who survived and who didn't.
Ooh. So,
It's more like they're guiding the souls to the afterlife.
Does Vierl think that this is current or
No? He thinks this is an event that's coming to pass. But
so
he doesn't know.
It's almost like a premonition. To a certain
Almost,
extent.
yeah. But the thing is, Vierl doesn't know if they're waking up. If the people that they're waking up are the living or the dead. But yeah, as they wake, if they wake up and the people just get up, they start following the two deities around. Eventually, though, after a few minutes, like 5 minutes or so, they come to a small hillock, and on that hillock, surrounded by bodies, are you guys, your shield guardian, Visoka, Flynn, and his honor guard.
Yeah.
But as they walk up the hill, you're awoken by a loud knock on the door, and you hear Mordenkainen say, "Vierl, it's morning. It's time for you to get up."
oh. It's like I panic and get my stuff on.
Don't panic. You just you fall out of the bed.
And then after I get like my stuff ready, I open the door in a rush. I was like, yeah, I was awake. I swear.
That's pretty good.
We're going to need a hearty breakfast for what's to come.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, Alexander's just slowly waking up as his usual morning rituals, get the gunk out of his eyes, go downstairs, coffee, toast.
Yep.
The essentials.
Yeah, well, ever since Barovia was brought back, they now have actual coffee to drink.
Oh, thank
instead of just water or wine.
Water or wine. And yeah, Alexander sees that and he goes, "Oh, thank God." Well, I mean, like we did establish that the wine was not terrible. It was just when we had the first sip, it was missing ingredients.
The good wines. Actually, all the wines in Barovia are grown by the Martikov family at their winery, at the Wizards of Wine winery. The supplies. Yeah, they were having trouble, so the supplies were low.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. There was the watered down purple grape mash number 3. Then there was Red Dragon Crush. Yep.
But the best wine, the Champagne de l'Estampe, is very rare because they're not able to produce it anymore.
Yeah. I just
breakfast.
I guess I look at Mordenkainen and I go, "So you were able to find the location?"
He says, Yes, I was.
All right.
He's very calmly just eating his breakfast. The secret chest, yeah, he'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, he thinks it's worth a lot of money. He thinks that'll probably help you finance the creation of your chest. All right. After a hearty breakfast, he says that he's scrying. Through scrying, he figured out that the Aboleth, when it went to Lake Zarovek, its minions met up with a fishman wizard in the lake. who was apparently living there quietly, waiting for a signal, waiting for some kind of a signal. But when the Aboleth showed up with its troll minions, the fishman realized that this was the signal, and he teleported them out of the lake to somewhere else, a far-off fishing town called Ashenport.
Right.
So it's not in Barovia. It's like very far away on the coast of the sea.
So it's very, very far away. Like,
fortunately, in preparation for today, Mordenkainen has a couple spells.
He's got teleport.
Yeah, he's got teleport. He's not. So don't worry too much about it. So don't.
Hey guys, let's spend the next 2 months going to fight an Aboleth. We'll be back in no time. Come back,
Nope.
Barovia's just completely destroyed, and Flynn's just laughing.
No, you teleport. It's just going to teleport. Shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 days, and then you should come back, and then you'll be back in time for dinner, and then.
Yeah. Does he?
One more day.
I've
been keeping track of it.
Yeah,
it's almost.
Well, like that's the good thing is that Mordenkainen can teleport us there, and then we can either wait a couple days or we can just teleport immediately back. I don't know how powerful of a spell it would take. What if it was if we just wanted to teleport like me, Silvanna, Vierl, the Soka, and the Shield Guardian? Would that drain it completely?
Oh,
for like another week?
It would take 7 charges.
Popping up. No, that's. I was going to say, no, what Autoviator did was it basically just pushed past what you could normally do. It teleported an entire tower full of people.
Yeah. And that's why it took
normally
a week.
Would not be able to do that.
So then we can teleport back as soon as we're done. So that's fantastic.
Okay. So, all right. Pull up my thing. All right, so Mordenkainen's going to teleport you there. He's also going to be helping you out there, but he'll wait until you've gone around and collected everything. Just to start with, this is an Aboleth, so it's very likely that the town, at least someone in the town, works for it. So if that someone doesn't know that you have an Archmage up your sleeve, that's a very powerful advantage
that we can have. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
And Alexander starts to go through his bag. Let's scroll. I mean, go through his bag. Yes, he does still have the Luck Stone, and I pull it out. I just pass it to him. Thank you, and I will delete the Luck Stone from my inventory.
Ooh. All right.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you don't have legendary resistance anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 items. That means if you find another. Okay, so if you find another item that you want to attune to, you're going to have to break attunement.
You'll have to switch it out, yeah. I think I'm currently...
You've got... The wheel does not require attunements.
Yeah.
But I know you have the Cloak of Angels and the Magebreaker armor.
Magebreaker armor does require attunements?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I can get. That's a shame. Okay. Because I didn't realize some of these things required attunement. I apologize right now. So I'm gonna be honest with myself. And so Magebreaker armor. And the cloak, because the cloak is too good. And I'm going to have the only other thing is going to be that ring of armor. And so now I no longer have, well, I still have advantage on perception checks because of my sentinel shield, but I just don't have like the zoom in and enhance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you still have your glasses.
Do the goggles not require attunement? I thought they did.
I thought.
Just gonna check it out. Eyes of Eagle 5E. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. No, it does require attunement. Yeah, it does. I was afraid of that. But I want to be honest, and we're already super strong as it is, so I don't mind. I don't mind de-attuning that essentially. But yeah, so currently Alexander is only attuned to the cloak, Magebreaker, and ring.
All right, just. I'm sorry. I'm just checking something. I'm just trying to get something quickly ready because I realized I forgot to do this pre-session.
Oh, don't worry. You want to talk about DMing on the fly? You should have seen my last session. Holy shit. Yeah, let's go follow this character. Oh, sorry. Say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say what happened with my session was that the party decided that they met a a Beholder Archmage decided who wanted to basically negotiate with them. They decided to follow the usual policy of we don't negotiate, we execute.
Yeah.
Except so the Beholder tries to fly away, so they use the fly spell to go up after them. Then it just basically drops its anti-magic cone on top of them. They just repeatedly fall down. The funny thing was even though they kept taking the damage, they didn't learn. They kept getting back up, recasting the spell, flying back up, and they kept on getting knocked down.
That's pretty good. Mine was pretty crazy because, like, literally, I had like a sleazy car salesman show up and try and tempt them to give away something important, and he was meant to be like kind of like a one-off thing, and then the party went, you know what? I don't trust him. Let's follow him around, see what he's hiding. And I was like, so the encounter's all the way down there, and you guys are deciding to go in the exact opposite direction of that. So I'm just gonna quickly grab a cave encounter, and we're just gonna go from there. It's like, Christ. I had to like take a solid like 2 minutes to just because I had to place all the tokens and try and make a map. Yeah. So does Mordenkainen just start doing his stuff? Are we ready to go?
He's gonna wait for you guys to finish up and get ready.
Okay. Alexander finishes his toast, finishes his coffee.
Once you guys select your. By the way, since the vampires are probably going to be a thing, you should probably bring the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
But I have to be attuned to that too, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Damn it.
Although theoretically, Vierl could use it.
Ooh.
Vierl could use the paladin too.
Autoviator. Wait.
Autoviator.
The escape of Mounty
Black. And Autoviator. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't?
No, the cape doesn't. The cape doesn't require attunement.
Sorry, Alexander, I only attune to swords.
That's true. The problem is I don't want to have to freaking go through all my notes and figure out what my AC is again. Because I had notes set up where it's like, yeah, my AC is this because of the ring and all this nonsense. I mean, I could go cloakless, but that seems too strong. I guess, yeah. All right. Like, sorry to this wonderful metagaming session. So
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's giving me time to.
It's giving you time anyway to get things ready. So while you're doing that, I do have a quick question. So the armor, the armor's plate armor, so that should be AC 16, correct?
18.
18. Okay, and I have the
Plate armor is
shield.
AC 18.
18, and the shield out is +2, so that would make it 20. So I don't have the shield out, which makes my I get +2 AC because of the ring, and that's what brings it up to 20. That's essentially so. Sorry, that's what I'm calculating. Okay, I've got it. So the ring gives me +2.
So if you hang on, so you have plate armor.
Yes. 18.
What's the ring?
The ring gives me +2, if I recall correctly.
I mean, what's the ring called?
The Ring of Protection.
Oh
wait, no. The Ring of Protection gives me +1, but I have that
+2.
No. Sorry, where I got the +2 from was just like Ring of Protection gives me +1, but I have like a fighting style that gives me +1 as well. So I'm gonna take the ring off, and that will make my AC 19. So there we go.
19.
Yes. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna stick with the talisman because we're fighting vampires. You're absolutely right. So plate is 18. Plus equals 19. Okay, cool. So it's Cloak, Magebreaker, Talisman, and now my AC is no longer 20, it is 19. But I can take a hit, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. If you can't, you're a terrible excuse for a paladin.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, then.
What's the base AC for the studded leather armor +1 again? 13.
So Control Amulet does not require attunement, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, my armor class is correct. That's 21.
But I would have threw you like a cure.
Well,
wounds or
now we
something
know.
like that. Well, now we know. We want to like make this like relatively balanced so that when we get to like Flynn, you know, it's a fair challenge. But I'm sure Flynn's going to be a fair challenge regardless.
Yeah. Now, Flynn's going to be a tough challenge, but I'm not going to just throw you in the deep ends. You're going to get I'll give you some benefits.
Yeah, but
Like
I'm excited.
Of your choice.
I'm very excited for that because it's like I want that to be like a crazy like close fight. Like if I could get another headhunter fight, I would be so happy.
Oh, I have a headhunter fight.
That's okay. I would be happy for that too.
I would be happy, so happy, because that was the best. Yeah. That was my favorite fight.
It was so close.
It was so close.
Yeah.
And it's like the DM's like, oh, you're gonna split the party, I see. Yeah. Boosh. All right. So
designed to solo the entire party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telekinesis.
Telepathy.
Telepathy. Sorry.
Telepathy. Mind control.
It's more like domination, I would assume.
Let me check. Yeah, it's more like domination. Let me double check the effect. Actually, yeah. No, its domination effect is a charm effect. Its dom effect is a charm effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not it's magical, but it's not a spell.
I mean, are you saying that? Are you asking if Staff of Charming, we can use the Staff of Charming to try and charm it? I mean, it might be immune. It might be immune to charm, though. That's the only thing. I won't. I mean, like we would have to test it out. Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on. Oh no, that's not. Oh no, that won't affect. Actually, that won't affect the Aboleth ability because it's not a spell. It's magical. Don't get me wrong. So anti-magic field will affect it,
Mm-hmm.
but it will not affect. But it will not be.
So theoretically, if I pop my anti-magic field, it might not be able to charm or dominate me. Theoretically,
It won't be able to dominate you. You'll end. You will end. No, it won't. I'm telling you right now, it won't.
Oh.
If it casts Phantasmal Force on you again, you'll end that spell.
Mm-hmm. But I also have. Oh, that's right. I still have Cleansing Touch now, which is really good.
Yep. Your wheel will not.
Yeah, that's right. Though, yeah, that's always the downside about anti-magic field is that it makes the wheel weaker because it loses its +2. But granted, that made that wizard fight a whole lot easier.
Not be affected by it would.
Yeah, we can. We're just talking over each other. Yeah. Okay, good to know.
As I said, the only thing that would actually not be affected by anti-magic fields would be Out of the Altor because it's an art.
Uh-oh.
No,
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Reconnected. I figured.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay.
All right. And all I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first is I'm lagging, so there's like a 2-second delay between when I speak.
Oh no! Do you think if we? I wonder if we should refresh
and
then.
When...
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Reconnected.
Cool.
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yeah, but I'm afraid that you might still be on a little bit of a delay. That's the only thing.
There you go. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Vierl.
All right.
All right, let me. I think the lag is
Subsiding?
No, it hasn't.
No.
It's subsiding a little. It's freaking Firefox. I can't use freaking Chrome because. And one moment.
Why can't there just be a D&D browser?
Why can't there be? Let me try something for a moment. I have another. I have one more thing before I just accept this.
Get the Internet Explorer out.
Not Internet. Never. Never.
Wait. I gotta roll a persuasion check. I'm gonna convince you. Nah, man. Internet Explorer is great. We could get my.
It only crashes half the time. No, your DM is not persuaded.
Damn it. 13 wasn't enough. Right. Oh, Vierl's convincing though. Come on.
DC's 20, by the way.
DC's 20. All right, Silvanna, you're our only hope. Nah. But
DC has been up to 25 and it succeeded.
Too late. I have popped in. I have popped into my other browser. Let me try this for a moment. I'm going to exit and then from this and then log in from my other browser. Give me a moment.
Okay, cool.
All right, all good.
But yeah, we got this. We got this fight. Honestly, like I'm thinking that we don't even really need. I don't think we're gonna need Mordenkainen for this fight. We took on the Aboleth by ourselves and we were fine. So. Well, yeah. Well, you. I mean, if he really wants a magical item, we could just throw one to him.
Well,
and then
it doesn't look like there's any lag here.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Perfect. What
browser? And it's not even Internet Explorer, which is nice.
That's always good.
Browser is
one day we'll convince you.
And then you will watch my computer melt down.
Your computer will just set itself on fire and throw itself out a window.
Are you using Oprah?
Yeah. All right. So anyhow, you guys are ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is something that I have actually done that I think is very useful. Is that I have gone into my spell slots and I have gone to level 9 spell slots because I will never use them because I will never get to level 9 spell slots, and I have essentially put all the items that are currently attuned to. So that's a good way I find to just keep track of what we're currently attuned to.
That is true.
Yeah. For my campaign that I'm running, I told that to the players just so that because it was like I've been giving them magical weapons, but in order to give some sort of semblance of balance, I have been giving them a lot of attunement stuff so that they can try out new things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you can only be attuned to 3, but you can have as many as you like on your person.
Yeah,
which is nice because if you have an idea of what you're going to face during the day,
you can always switch and swap. Which is
you can always just take 10 and attune to a new one.
So the name of the episode is going to be Attunement.
Not quite. It's going to be. Well, I'll tell you what it'll be called at the end.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out when we get there.
You're going to be teleported. Mordenkainen is going to teleport you as close to the town as he can.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's on the right track because there's a powerful forbidden spell that's protecting it. That's protecting the immediate region from the town from teleportation.
Okay.
And from what he's able to tell, it works both ways. You can't teleport in and you can't teleport out. He's just going to say, probably because it is. But the advantage of knowing it's a trap is that you know it's a trap and you'll be ready for anything.
Yep, this is true.
Wait, does this spell still work if I use Audiviator to teleport out? Because nothing can stop it.
Yeah, it will work. Audiviator ignores those restrictions.
Because it's like the ultimate teleporting weapon.
It's meant to do quite a few things. All right, so...
Yeah.
No chance. It is the ultimate weapon of freedom.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
You want your freedom? This weapon is freedom. All right. Anyway, Mordenkainen teleports you. And all of you guys just quietly go out into the backyard of the inn so that nobody panics over the blatant wizardry happening.
Yeah.
So one teleport later, you guys you wind up actually on a path on like a dirt road surrounded by I think what are they called? Deciduous trees, I believe is what they're called. The ones where the leaves turn orange and they all fall off during the fall.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about.
Yep.
All right, so except it's like the middle of a hurricane, almost like there's heavy wind blowing, rain's falling.
I instinctively take my shield and just kind of put it over my head to cover from the rain.
And I put my hood on.
Yeah, Mordenkainen's cloak. There's a hood. So he just pulls. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but I mean, it's as like even though it's supposed, Mordenkainen assures you that it's roughly the same time as it was in Barovia. That is morning. You might as well be blind. The sky is so dark, and with the rain falling in front of you, you're practically blind. The occasional flash of lightning, however, can show you the road up ahead. It's a river of mud that twists and turns through some disturbingly human-like trees. You see, like the way the branches have grown, they look almost like claws reaching out to grab you.
Do I think that...
Pretty certain, though, they're just trees.
Okay, I was about to ask. Can I just make a nature check for funsies?
You know, if I did,
right ahead.
All right.
I thought I would be in Barovia again.
So you look closely, you swear, like maybe like one of them's just flexing its branches in anticipation of grabbing you.
Alexander takes out his spear and he stabs the tree just in case.
Make an attack roll.
Yeah!
First attack roll of the night.
Natural one!
Get that one out of the way, baby. It scrapes off the bark. But as it does, like Vierl, you're pretty sure it's just trees. You see the wind blow. Like just as Alexander hits the tree, like the wind blows, a branch flies down, hits his arm, and throws him off mark. Alexander, as far as you know, the tree slapped your arm aside.
Alexander takes a second swing at the tree.
Take a second stab.
28.
You stab it, and you're pretty sure with the stab that it's just a tree.
Oh. Alexander looks a little bit disappointed and a bit embarrassed, and he turns around, hoping that nobody saw that.
Nobody. Vierl saw it. Yeah. All right, but
wait, I need to refresh.
Okay. All right. It is very cold though. Like between the rain and the fact that it's autumn, it's freezing. Mordenkainen is actually going. What he's going to do is he's actually going to cast his magnificent mansion. He's going to pop in there.
I can hear Alexander now.
Yeah, I was I had a feeling we were talking over each other.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. So Mordenkainen is going to cast magnificent mansion. He's going to say, and he'll say that if you need him, he'll be there.
Okay.
All right.
So,
beyond the trees, you see like that this is a rocky coastline, and you see like there's this like waves are being forced up by the wind and the tides that almost completely almost reach but not quite reach the path. And up ahead, visible only in like the brightest of thunderbolts, you see a small town. The buildings appear old and patched. The roofs are shingled and have looked like they've been refitted several times. But there's just something about that town that just sets your teeth on edge and makes your skin crawl. But it's probably just the wind and the cold and the rain.
Yeah.
Make a perception check, but with disadvantage due to the rain.
Can I make a straight perception check because I have the Sentinel Shield?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try as well.
Alexander sees nothing. Savannah
getting them out right now. Getting them out nice and early.
Yeah, good idea. All right, what are you looking for, Vierl?
I don't know. Just probably if there's anyone around, like if I can see some people walking around the town from where we are.
You can't tell from this distance.
All right, so anything around us?
But there's no. You guys are apparently alone on this muddy road. Behind you is a dark forest of leafless trees. Up ahead is this town.
All right.
Do you see anything, Vierl?
Nope, nothing. We have to go closer.
All right. Everyone should be on guard, though. I pull up my wheel.
Yeah, but as we walk, like, I again look really in thought, and then I just ask a question to you, Alexander. How much do you know about the Morning Lord and what's the
Mother Night?
Hey DM, how much do I know?
Make a religion check. Let's find out how much.
Let's find out how much I know.
You found a book. Okay, what did you do? Oh, that check is good enough. You know that Barovians have something of a dualistic religion. They believe the two gods are the Morning Lord and Mother Night.
Yeah.
Morning Lord is god of the sun. like god of valor.
Right.
Almost like he's the one that they look to the most. Most normal Barovians look to the Morning Lord for guidance the most. More sinister Barovians tend to turn towards Mother Night. Like the werewolves, you believe, might worship Mother Night.
Morning.
But
yeah,
sorry,
keep going.
At the time, for most of their lives, in fact, people believed that the Mother Night had abandoned them, that she had sent Strahd as a curse for some of their ancestors' sins.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't think that Mother Night is necessarily malevolent?
Mm-hmm.
More
it's
like
just almost like kind of like yin and yang kind of deal.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Two halves of the same whole.
Yeah.
That make
and
growth.
I explained that to Vierl, and it's like I don't think either one is necessarily all good or all evil, but I know a limited amount of knowledge. I did do a little bit of studies back in Silverthorn. And they're certainly curious beings, and I look at him for a moment, like, well, why do you ask this? This is a bit out of the blue for you.
Wait. Okay, wait. I
give a
just
straight
realized
answer.
I can't give a straight answer. Okay.
Well, actually, let's make a charisma saving throw.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Let's make a charisma saving throw because Visoka's nearby.
Visoka's nearby.
Yeah. You know what? That's good enough.
He gets +3.
Yep, and you get +3. That helps even more. Visoka's soothing presence and Alexander's paladin aura suppress your twitchiness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had a very strange dream last night, and then I start explaining it from the battlefield, then the two figures that come down. And
you saw the two deities walking around and collecting people.
Yep.
Except you weren't sure who survived and who didn't. And then you saw them right as they were going to you guys and Flynn. You woke up.
Yep, that's what I explained.
Okay. Alexander takes a moment to think, and he goes, so that fight is coming. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to die. I don't think we're going to be able to stop that.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that we can do is get the assistance of the werewolves, get the help from the Barovians, and try and plan a well thought out assault. But we need to make this very clear to them that not everyone is going to be able to come back. It pains for me to say that. And this premonition of yours, Vierl, only confirms my fears even more.
And you continue to the town in silence.
Yeah, Alexander's quiet for a bit, yeah.
No, you don't. There's more trees, more rain. You do think that something grabbed you for a moment, then you realize that your boots are actually sinking into the mud. Yeah. You're like, mud, earth elemental has my shoe. No, wait, it's just the mud.
It's just the mud. It's black ooze.
Yeah. It's a slime. No way. You trip and fall. No, wait, it's slime. It's no, it's just mud. Just somehow
Vierl and I are having a serious conversation, and Silvanna's been stumbling around in the mud trying to clean herself with prestidigitation.
Every step.
Just hop on his back.
Yeah, well, the show guy is making these sounds as it pulls its feet out of the mud. And meanwhile, Visoka has never really seen rain like this before, so she's having fun just jumping in puddles. Looks kind of silly, actually. Someone who looks like a grown woman just hopping around in puddles.
Well, I'm glad she's having fun.
Yeah.
And I guess I lead. I'm at the front. I think I would be at the front of the group, just keeping my eyes open.
You heard the splash, and you just look behind. You see her hopping around.
Right.
All right. Although, and as you arrive to the town, though the town is still it's still damp looking. It's still gray and miserable because of all the rain. The town does look a lot better up close than it did from a distance. You see that the buildings are much. I'm sorry. There are lights. Oh yeah, there's lights in some of the windows. Many of the buildings are much sturdier than they appeared. A few of them are even made out of stone instead of wood. And even in this weather, several shops are still bustling with activity. And the light that gleams out of the windows is bright and cheerful. There are some people. There are even some people running around in the streets. Just they got like cloaks on. They're hunched forward to keep the rain out. They're doing this business, that business. One thing you do notice though up close is that the sea, this close to the sea, there's a powerful smell of salt. That you actually taste it more than smell it. And you can also your eyes are also watering from the stench of the fish. This is a fishing town apparently. Even the wind and the rain, with all the wind of the rain, it can't get that stench out of here.
Alexander holds his nose because I hate fish. I just give Silvanna and I just put my hands together and say, "Thank you. I hate the smell of fish." Oh.
All right. So what do you do?
Let's find the nearest tavern. It's always a good place to start.
There is only you do. How are you gonna find it? You're gonna ask someone?
Can I just make like an investigation check or a perception check to see if I can just notice where maybe because I'm assuming a tavern would have like a bar sign or something.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Make a perception check. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, straight perception check because of the wind and the rain.
Yeah, straight because it's Sentinel.
No, that's good enough.
Nice.
You do find it's a large building. It's got like 2 or 3 different styles of architecture, suggesting the building was once several shops before someone sealed up the spaces between and knocked down the intervening walls. It's now one of the largest structures in the town. Smoke is rising from several chimneys. Only it's like the rain, the constant pounding of the rain just dissolves it before it gets too high. You see through the windows of firelight from several fireplaces inside. When someone opens the door to go in, you hear the rush of conversation. Although it's with the storm, it's almost completely inaudible.
Yeah.
There's a sign flapping above the door in the wind. It depicts a ship in full sail on a waveless sea.
Okay.
Yeah, so nothing out of the usual.
Oh, sorry. Say what you're gonna say, Vierl.
Before we enter, I want to roll stealth, not to hide, but to make myself
unobtrusive.
No one will notice me. I act like I'm not someone to be noticed.
Unobtrusive. Got it. Make a stealth check.
Yep.
That's clever.
Jason Bourne.
Oh, 16. That's still though. That's pretty good.
Wow. That's a critical fail for you. You plus 15 to your stealth.
Yeah.
I always forget that. Holy shit! You haven't rolled shit on your stealth in friggin' 6 months.
I don't even remember the last time you rolled a critical fail on stealth.
I don't. I think this might be the first time.
I always had the cloak of the elven kind to always roll an advantage. But now I gave it to Basilica, and this is what's gonna happen.
Alright. Yeah.
Is he just gonna? Is he trying to be? I'd like to imagine that he walks into the bar and he's just kind of getting to the side to kind of blend it, and he trips over a bit of mud that's been tracked, and he kind of knocks over a glass.
Yeah, this is a different kind of stuff. That's why it's a 1.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, no,
I want it because that makes us think that Vierl tripped and he knocked over a glass, and all the enemies just noticed our presence.
You mean my presence?
Oh, your presence, yeah. But Alexander doesn't stealth, so he's gonna pretty much break the door down and start swinging.
What's this scruffy looking kid doing?
I was just checking to see if there was an achievement for rolling a natural 1 on a stealth check. There is not.
It's fine.
But yeah, when you enter the tavern, you see that there was in fact 3 different buildings. It was in fact 3 different buildings before someone sealed them all up and made them one. There are 3 different patterns of wooden floor at 3 slightly different levels. They make up the huge common room. But beyond this quirk, this might as well be the inside of any other tavern. There's a bar standing to once.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's a bar standing to one side that takes up one wall of this vast chamber. There's a staircase on another wall with a smattering of chairs and tables scattered throughout the area. There are 2 fireplaces that radiate a comforting warmth throughout the room. The room is actually surprisingly crowded. And you do notice that there are a couple of servers whirling through the crowded room with tankards of ale and large platters of smoked fish.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold on one sec. Let me turn the storm down a bit.
Because we're inside, which naturally makes sense.
Obviously. And now there's got to be some
Bar music.
Some actual music.
Yeah, you're having what I did, which is like, oh man, look at all these audio files.
No, actually, I made a list.
Ooh.
I prepared ahead of time.
Nice. Look at that.
Right before I went to bed this afternoon, I prepared ahead of time. I went through all the soundtracks that I was planning for this adventure, and I made a list of what they were going to be doing. When does this play?
I love that. I love musical cues indeed.
So this is all right. Here we go. All right. So Silvanna, you were going up to the bartender. All right. All right. You. All right. So you go up to the bartender. The bartender is a very sour-looking fellow. He has gaunt, unshaven cheeks, salt and pepper hair. He looks basically like a crotchety, angry old man.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "What do you want?" Don't know what this intel is. But what? It says,
"News and rumors, good sir."
He's gonna hand you a mug, and he'll take a mug of wine. He'll take your silver. Actually, not wine. No, you wanted a pitcher of wine or a bottle?
Yeah. I'll throw him a gold piece and ask for a tall glass of water.
He'll hand you that.
Yes.
He'll hand you a tall glass of water. Silvanna, pitcher of wine or bottle of wine? All right. He'll hand you your silver back, and he'll say, 11 gold. 11. Yep. You think it's gonna come by easy in this town?
He's got a point, Silvanna.
And he gives you a bottle of wine. All right, you pop it open, you sniff it. At first, you're not sure if this is wine or watered-down vinegar. But as you drink it, you realize, oh, yep, it's wine.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Yep. All right, and Vierl, what will you do? Because there are people here.
I think I'll go around for a bit. Like, since this is a tavern, is there anything like in Thieves' Cant, like written or?
Make a perception check.
All right. Perception.
Yes, actually, you look around, you sit down at a table, you feel something underneath. So, you make a pretext of dropping something to get a better look at it. You see that there's somebody wrote in Thieves' Cant, "No one escapes the sea."
So.
None of you do. Vierl's the only one who sees the message.
Is there anything else, or is it just that?
Just that.
Alright, so how old was the message put there, under the table?
You can't tell. It's like finding graffiti on a wall and not knowing if that graffiti was put there yesterday or last month.
Alright.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it doesn't feel like it was carved last night, if that's what you're asking.
It feels like it's probably been a while, but it would be difficult to like gauge how long it's been.
Exactly. You're guessing that they probably did not notice. Nobody's noticed this carving.
Okay. Alexander at the bar is just going to look at the bartender and goes, so, me and my friends, we've traveled far, and, we have relatives.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, I know. I have relatives, who unfortunately have passed, and I wanted to pay my respects, but I haven't been here in a long time. I'm trying to remember, where is the local graveyard?
He's gonna say, let's find that map of the town here. Yeah, he's gonna say that it's. Actually, he's not even gonna say that. He's gonna say, look, buddy, if you're not gonna order something, ask one of the servers. They'll tell you.
I'm going to place 100 gold pieces on the table, and I'm going to say once again, I would really like to pay my respects. It's very important. Well, we don't know that, and I want to know if that's the case.
Yeah.
Minus 100 gold pieces. For some reason, I have 4,600.
That's a lot.
Actually, what he's going to say that it's a little to the north. He's going to say that there's a church up there, a church to the sea god Poseidon, and that they have a graveyard there.
Thank you.
And he'll take your gold. Yeah. Trade fair's coming up. He takes the gold and he holds out his hands expectantly for the rest. Trade fair starts when the rain stops.
Alexander goes into his pocket and puts 100 gold pieces. 100 more. No.
You can pay Alexander back.
Let's say I'm paying him in advance while you think about the question.
All right. Make an insight check.
Ooh, can I make an insight check as well?
Sure.
I probably won't need to with that amazing roll.
Nice.
Yeah, you both actually did good enough. You both, you think that maybe this guy knows a little more than he's telling. He says, if you want to stay, it's going to cost... Hang on, let me double check. He's going to calculate in his head. He's looking at your party. He's starting to calculate. While he does that, I'm going to quickly pull up the handbook. There's the handbook. It says, I don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Ask one of the staff. Maybe they know. He goes back. He takes the money from Alexander. He goes back to cleaning. While he does that, yeah.
Okay, you leave. Vierl, sorry, what did you say, Vierl?
Is there a gambling table around?
Yes, there is someone who's gambling.
Ooh.
All right. I go over and see if
she is. I was gonna say she is a young. She's a half elf, about late 20s, 30s. She'd be pretty beautiful. She'd be exceptionally beautiful, in fact, if it wasn't for the fact that her right eye is marred by cataracts. Not sure what happened there, but she's playing card games with a couple of people.
All right.
She's playing a card game, and you see that she flips it down. She wins again.
All right. So before I actually go over and sit down, I wait for another round and check if he's cheating or if she's cheating or anything.
Make an insight check.
Insight? Damn it! I thought it's perception.
No, this is insight. You're trying to see if she's a lying piece of shit. Or a cheating piece of shit in this case.
No!
Do you think she might be cheating? Do you think she might be cheating? Like hiding a card up her sleeve or something?
Alright. Believing that, I sit down and... It's
she
just
smiles. Yeah, she says, "No, he's another player. It's getting boring with just 3.
Alright. And I sit down, so I get...
Yeah, it's I was gonna say, do you know how poker is played?
Yep.
Yeah, you know Texas Hold'em poker?
Yep.
That's what this is.
Alright.
Alright, so basically it's just gonna be very abstracted.
Oh, are we rolling? Are we rolling for this?
He will be.
Oh, okay, go Vierl. Come on, Vierl.
Okay, Vierl. Yeah, she's like, all right, what are you gonna put in? What will you put into the pot? She puts up 10.
I put on 20.
Ooh, she's like, someone's feeling lucky. After she deals the cards, she put in the pot. One of the guards is like, nope, I fold. I'm not losing any more tonight. And she just like, yeah, you chicken.
How good's my hand?
I'll let you. I was gonna say it's abstracted. So if you think that
I was gonna say why don't we make him like roll a D20 or something like that, and you could...
I was gonna say make a deception check actually.
Ooh, better.
Deception.
I haven't done this in a long while.
We'll find out because you're gonna see if you can bluff your way through this. Pretty good. All right. She is going to make an insight check.
Come on.
She just smiles. She puts in 30. Says, "I call."
All right. Can I make an insight to see if that was a bluff as well?
Go right ahead. Let's see what she's got to say. Yeah, you're pretty sure she means what she says.
Okay, do I pull out I outbluff you or do I fold?
Let's see.
Would he have to? He's either got to make another deception check or he's gonna have to fold. I'm assuming.
Make another deception check or fold.
I'll make another deception check.
Ooh,
all right. So
you seem pretty confident.
60. So you're gonna put 40 in there.
Yeah. Oh, I used luck.
Oh.
All right, lose luck. Luck your way out.
Come on, slightly higher. Okay, 17. That's not bad.
All right. She's just like, I fold. And
Well
you
done.
won 100 gold, baby. Actually, no, you got whatever. Hang on, you put 30. No, you put 20. She put 30. You put 40. So you get 60 gold back, plus another 40. So
100.
So
I give her back.
Not 100. It's not boosted up by 100. You get 40 back. It goes up by 40.
Oh, gotcha.
I get my gold back, but I give her back the gold. Okay, well, I want this information. I'm new here.
Yeah, she says, so am I. She holds out a hand, like she wants you to shake it. She says, Tezra. And she does, her ear, she says, nice to meet you, Vierl. You see that her ears shift, the hair on her ears shifts slightly, and you see that she's actually a half-elf, not a human.
Ooh.
Alright.
Alright, so
she's also new here, alright?
Yeah, she says, yes, actually. I'm a representative of a merchant consortium called the Goldleaf Trading Consortium. It's based in a city called Four Winds. This place apparently has experienced a recent spate of luck with regards to treasure just washing up on shore. So I came here to see if I can negotiate a trade deal.
Treasure just randomly popping up on shore.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to question their good luck. I'm not questioning their good luck. I'm questioning if I can make a deal getting some of it.
I see.
Does Alexander notice this conversation if he's nearby?
Yeah, I'll let you actually make a perception check.
Yeah, of course.
I'd like to see what you notice.
If we're inside, advantage now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
15.
That's good enough. You notice the Vierl's, aside from Vierl talking to the pretty lady, there's 3 more tables that have people sitting on. Another one, the second table, the first table has the pretty lady. The second table has a very sour-looking fellow. He just kind of sits there. He's kind of sitting there miserly, just like just obsessively counting the gold on the table in front of him. He's got some people sitting with him who look like his guards. There's another guy have any of you ever seen the movie The Princess Bride?
Yep.
You remember the short bald guy?
Hell yeah.
That's what this third dude looks like.
Yeah, I'm walking towards him.
Yeah, he's also got 2 hulking half-orcs sitting with him. And he appears to be talking with them. And the final table, the fourth and final table, and the largest table, is filled with a group of 9 Dragonborn. All of them Dragonborn. All of them heavily armed and armored. Glancing your direction. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're traveling pretty incognito. They're talking to each other.
I'll walk over to the guy with the 2 orcs.
The short guy with the 2 orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks up and he says, "Can I help you, mister?"
Well, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Alexander Anderson. Pleasure to meet you.
He holds out his hand to shake yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you shake hands. He says, I'm Jendal Fen. I'm a jeweler."
Jendal Fen?
Yeah, he squints for a moment and he says, "Wait a minute, now I know who you are. You were the butcher of Silverthorn, weren't you? I heard you did quite a few things back there. Taking out the Lich Queen and all that."
Yeah, I'm surprised you heard of that this far away.
I'm from Silverthorn, actually.
Oh, really?
I'm a jeweler who works there. Yeah, I came here. I heard of the treasure. Yeah, I came here. I heard that some of the treasures might be damaged. I came here hoping that I might be able to find business, reshaping some of the treasures, fixing them, or even duplicating them, actually.
How long have you been here?
I got here about 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Oh,
yeah, the townsfolk say that when the storm lets up.
Can I make an insight check as he's talking? Because I'm just doing conversation. I want to see if it's if I can tell that he's not even that it's honest, but it's maybe let's say I ask him about Silverthorn in general and whether he actually cares about Silverthorn or if he's just just it's all about the money.
All right, yeah, make an insight check then.
Okay, yeah, sorry if that was complicated.
Yeah. You're not able to get a read on, he cares about about Silverthorn the way that any citizen would care about their city.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get the feeling that he's, 1, telling the truth.
Okay.
And 2, he means you no harm.
Okay,
and as long as you mean him no harm, his bruisers won't do anything to you.
Okay. I do look at him and say, well, we've just recently got here, and let's just say maybe you might have saw something recently.
I'd be surprised to see anything in this rain.
True, very true. But say perhaps a shifty puff of smoke, perhaps.
Says shifty puff of smoke. The only one who does that is Tezra, and he indicates the table that Vierl is gambling at. He's like, yeah, she's big on the whole legerdemain, the whole trick thing. And she seems like a good apple, though. It's that guy over there, and he points to the sour-looking fellow.
Yeah.
He says, that guy's name, his name is Matthias Creel. He's from the city of Greyhawk, far to the south. He's very miserly. He's not a nice guy. Very rude.
Stay far away from him, I presume?
He says, yeah. He's a good merchant, though, honest. Because it's good, probably only because it's good for business, but he won't pay a copper more than he has to.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you, and
pleasure meeting you too.
I wish you the best of luck. I just give him one final handshake, and
right back at you, buddy.
I guess I'm just gonna walk over and see how Vierl's doing.
Vierl is Vierl. What have you been doing? You gonna play another hand?
Yeah, probably for more information.
All right. Make a. Yeah, I'll let you make another deception check.
I can't keep playing. Okay, there. Go on.
All right. Yeah. Well, this was well. All right. Yeah, she's able to call you. She calls you bluff, and she actually does. She actually wins this round, but because you were so generous last time, she's gonna give you your gold back.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, and that's when Alexander comes looming over you.
Oh, hey, Alexander.
Hey. How are you doing, Vierl? You seem like you won a couple rounds.
Just one actually. Tezra here is pretty good. Called out my bluffs.
He says, "Well, he's not too shabby himself."
I see. Pleasure to meet you, Tezra. My name is Alexander Anderson.
He says, "Right back, Tezra Goldleaf."
I was talking to someone, and it's apparently you know stuff about big puffs of smoke.
She does like this. She like snaps her fingers. Vierl, with your rogue eyes, you've seen this trick before. You notice that she has like a little smoke bomb in her hand, like concealed in the palm of her hand. And when she snaps her fingers, her middle finger snaps down and crushes the smoke bomb, creates this puff of smoke. Like this little poof. And then you know that she's going to pull something out of her sleeve. And Alexander, when you wave the smoke away, you realize that she's holding a handful of coins in her hand.
It's quite the magic trick.
This is it's just a smoke bomb, very small. She holds out. She says, it doesn't even do that much. Trust me, it's not. And Alexander, you're inclined to agree, it wouldn't be worth anything in combat.
Yeah. Well, I was mostly asking because, let's just say I've been trying to track something down. And, similar to smoke bomb, it takes the form of a black mist. I was wondering if you'd seen anything like that recently.
She says, no, I haven't, but I'll certainly keep an eye out.
Alright.
I look at Vierl and I say, well, Vierl, I do have a place where I think we can start looking around if you're done here.
Alright. Before that, I just have a question for you, Tezra.
Go ahead.
When did the whole treasure popping out of the coast exactly start happening?
She thinks for a moment. She says, we first got wind of it about 9 months ago.
That's pretty...
But the people in the town assure me that it's been happening for at least 20 years.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for the information, Tezra, and hopefully we'll see you in the future.
All right, Silvanna, what are you doing? Can you understand their draconic language?
Alexander,
I can actually understand Draconic. I was over there, though.
Yeah, you're not listening to them. So all Savannah's hearing is just like destiny back to Vegas. That's what she's hearing.
Yeah. So you make an insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah. Why not? That's pretty
You're going to
good.
be showing some kind of interest in Alexander.
Ooh, that's fun.
Make a stealth check to get there unobtrusive. All right, versus.
I think I should be the one doing this.
Okay, so as you do, like the leader, who is this hulking, this absolute paragon of Dragonborn, of the Dragonborn. He just looks up at you as you sidle up closer. He says in common, "Can I help you?" And like all of them just turn to look at you, and you notice all of them, like underneath their cloaks, they're all wearing plate armor. They all have large swords at their sides.
Do we notice this?
No, you don't. But from what you can tell, is like it looks like maybe there was something on there, but they've carefully scrubbed it off. It says, "Keep passing," and they go back to. Yep, and they just keep an eye on you. They do definitely keep an eye on that massive shield guardian following you around.
Because I would assume that the shield guard is just going boosh, boosh, boosh.
Yeah, it's currently standing at attention outside of the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knock over tables, bump into China, just.
All right.
I'll say that, like, at this point, I would assume that Alexander and Vierl are together, and we're trying to find Silvanna at the very least.
Yeah. No, you see her. She almost. It looks like she almost picked a fight with that heavily armed group of Dragonborn, but she just turned around and just walked away. And they went back to their business. All right, back into the rain. Yeah, where one appears. He's like, he pops up. You could have picked a better time to summon me, Sylvie. What's up? He says, "No, I wasn't doing anything. I meant, could you have at least waited until you were out of the rain?" He looks absolutely miserable. He says, like, "Yep. Consider them watched, Sylvie. I'll let you know if there's anything happens." And he turns invisible, and you feel his weight leave your shoulder as he goes. And you hear him just like the first like two flaps of his leathery wings. And then when someone else like opens up the door and shuffles out, you assume that he just goes darting in.
Right. Okay.
Well, when that person shuffles out, they do this double take at the shield guardian. And then they look at Silvanna, they just point to it in an unspoken question, like, "Is this yours?"
Is that the new? Is that the new bouncer to the tavern? Like,
The new bouncer.
Yeah, they just shrug and they go about their business, and they leave. So what are you going to do now, Silvanna? Well, yeah, I'm going to turn the tavern music off. So what are you going to actually look for? You know that following the scent, you go down to docks. You go down to the docks. They're not particularly impressive. You stay off the docks because like the waves occasionally a white-capped wave just flies up and just swamps the dock before washing back off into the ocean from whence it came. Okay. There's nothing particularly impressive here. Just a few small fishing boats.
Can Alexander and Vierl check
nothing big enough? I was gonna say first
the graveyard before that happens, or sorry, I didn't interrupt.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say that there's nothing big enough for something of an Aboleth size. Certainly not big enough for the outline of that coffin that you saw. You're on the side that faces the ocean. This is the only dock in town.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You hear footsteps like someone's just running up behind you. You look, you see there's a person in a cloak. In a heavy rain cloak. He runs up to you, runs up past you, and runs up to one of the boats. He just kneels down and he starts checking it, examining the mooring line, making sure that it's still tied up, making sure the boat isn't too the covering on the boat is okay, it's still intact. Make an insight. Wait, what do you mean stall? Oh, make a. You're just gonna pat yourself down? He doesn't even bump into you. Like, he makes an effort to go around you. Yeah, he's not. It's just going out.
But I can assume what you were thinking, Silvanna. You were thinking that he
bumps into you and then grabs
Yeah, no, he's not. This guy just looks like a normal fisherman. He's just.
Vierl knows a lot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a grizzled old mariner, someone who's sailed around, and he came here to retire and fish. Yeah. Says it's day.
It's true, yeah.
I can forgive you for thinking that it's night, though. It's kind of a dark night. It's kind of a dark day. He indicates the clouds. Says, he thinks for a moment. He says, "Nope, not as long as I've been here." Why do you ask? Out of curiosity. Insight check. You get the feeling that he is, but that he also might be hiding something else.
Ooh.
Yeah, he catches it. He looks at it curious. It's like, he says, yeah, he just nods and says, "Well, this town is pretty isolated. And with this rain, we always get these heavy rains and hurricanes and the like at this time of year. It'll blow over in a few days. So you have until... They're not going to be leaving anytime soon, trust me. Oh yeah, always.
Hmm.
So don't worry, they're not leaving anytime soon. Whoever you're looking for." Elf? Water elf. I've met a few in my day. Beautiful creatures they are. So Merrick then.
Better than water elves. Hey, if Alexander Anderson dies in this campaign, can I just make a new character that's a water elf?
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty well. Triton is pretty much a water elf.
Yeah, so he's going to ask you if it's a marrow, then.
Ooh.
That's what you're referring to. What in Poseidon's name is an Aboleth? So, marrow. Aboleth's a marrow, then.
Mm-hmm. Might be similar.
He says, well, if you're planning to investigate a water-dwelling monster, I'd suggest you wait until the storms die down.
Storms might not.
He shakes his head and says, "Nope, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help." He catches it. Alright, and you walk off. Alright, Vierl and Alexander, if you want to go up and investigate the graveyard, go ahead.
Alright, Vierl. It's you and me. Hey, splitting the party! Yay! Old habits die hard.
We have to find out if there's like a mage here. Like, who's gonna cast the forbidden spell thing? You can't teleport here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm talking to Vierl and I say, well, I mean, we know that he has a coffin, so what would be the most obvious place to hide a coffin? Well, in a graveyard of some sorts.
All right, so you go up to the graveyard, and the first thing you find is that there's no, like, big tomb or sepulcher. It's all just simple headstones.
Alexander goes, God damn it.
It's on a, it's just a high, it's a high rocky plateau, small high rocky plateau, about 20 feet above where the rest of the town sits. There's a heavy wooden, the church is constructed of heavy wood. The paint is peeling off of it. It might have once been white.
Yeah, I look at
You're not sure. The gray, but the you look up, you can see that there's like this almost like this trident-shaped symbol of Poseidon.
Ooh.
It almost seems to be bleeding because of the rain and because it's constructed of copper that's rusting.
Like, when you say bleeding, do you mean metaphorically or
metaphorically? It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Alexander's still gonna look at that a little bit deeper. Can I make like an Arcana check or just like a general perception on that symbol?
What are you trying to figure out?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if it's like, I know it's metaphorically, but if there's something off about the symbol, or if maybe perhaps there's a magical aura around it, or maybe
an Arcana check.
That would be an Arcana check. Okay.
You want to try to sense something magical about it?
Meh.
No, I like to try
magic
something.
Is probably dormant.
All right, what are you thinking of, Vierl?
For the gravestones outside the church, is there any gravestone that looks more decorated or more fancier than the others?
How much you make an investigation check?
That too, but maybe there's like some guy of importance here that.
Yeah, like a nobleman or something.
All right, you're doing your investigation check. First thing you notice is that this graveyard is pretty small. Like multiple graves have been stacked up on top of each other. Like I think like in Dark Souls or in Bloodborne, where all those gravestones are just crowded together.
Right.
That's kind of what this is. Second thing you notice is that all of these gravestones are old. You get that impression this graveyard hasn't been used in years.
So there's nothing notable, like no names or no gravestone that.
No, there are names. Like some, you can read a couple of the epitaphs written on there.
Yeah.
So like some of them are actually pretty funny. Like there's like one that you see one that says, "Here lies Cynthia, Andrew's wife. She lived 10 years in common strife. Death came at last and set her free. I was glad, and so was she."
Oh,
sick burns.
Okay, I go back to Alexander. None of the gravestones are notable, I guess.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that this might be a dead end. I mean, there's no tomb, and I was hoping that maybe, I don't know.
Well, we can ask if there's anyone inside the church.
Yeah, let's go check the church. We'll go check the church, and if that turns out to be a dead end, let's go find Silvanna, and maybe we'll try again in the morning.
You mean like afternoon? It's morning right now.
Yeah,
Alexander realizes, oh, right.
This darkness is throwing you off.
The darkness is there.
I thought I would never feel like this since Barovia.
Yeah. You think we'd be used to it by now, right, Vierl?
Yep.
You find yourself within a long chamber when you enter the church. The vaulted arched ceilings are making it look much larger, much more cavernous than it truly is. On the far end, there's a raised dais that boasts a very heavy-looking altar that's draped in cloth, embroidered with a smattering of holy icons. And it supports several chalices, incense burners, and candelabras. There are rows and rows of wooden pews made rough and rickety by years of use facing the altar. There are multiple stained glass windows, which are probably worth more than the rest of the building combined, that are sitting high into the walls. When the lightning flashes outside, it sends these bizarre, multicolored patterns wriggling obscenely across the floor. It looks almost like they're alive, really.
And it's just like a one open room, like that's what the church is? Okay.
Yep. All right, so you notice that there is a tall, thin woman who's in there who's humming quietly to herself as she's dusting off like some of the candelabras.
I guess we should approach. I'm going to walk forward.
All right. When she turns to face you, you notice that her face is set almost like in this perpetual scowl. And her brown hair is thinning out. But when she speaks, she sounds a lot nicer. She
Hello.
Says, She says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, my name is Alexander Anderson, and this is my friend, Vierl.
Hello.
She says, "Hello, my name is Mother Sharolan. So, what are you doing in this church, might I ask?"
Well, we're trying to find something a little bit dark in nature. We're wondering, since this appears to be the local graveyard, did you perhaps see any big clouds of mist, black mist in particular, in the area?
She thinks for a moment, that she shakes her head and says, "No, I did not."
That's unfortunate. I have a question for you, though. Let's say, hypothetically, that this creature took residence in a large coffin. Where do you think you would hide it?
She says, "Not in here. The graveyard is overstuffed. The town is built largely on rocks. There's nothing deep enough to hide something of that nature. You'd have to hide it out of town."
Are there any standout locations out of town?
She says, "No, nothing for miles."
What do you think, Vierl?
Your graveyard seems pretty old. Do you use another way? Like, do you have another graveyard you use for? I guess
we finished it. She shakes her head. She says, "We filled it up 20 years ago. We commit our dead to the sea now, and to Poseidon's grace."
Okay. Who's in charge of the town? Mayor or anything?
She says, "Oh, that would be Alderman Ritter."
Alderman Ritter.
Oh, okay.
Ask Alderman is not a name; it's a title, by the way.
Okay.
It's basically the same equivalent of mayor.
Okay.
Burgomeister.
Burgomaster, yeah.
Alexander, you know what to do when we ever enter this guy again.
Oh no, Vierl left the game in anger. God, we're down to just you and me, Silvanna. All right, I gotta go make a dagger in Vierl's name.
Good times.
That's fantastic.
I guess the next question would be: do you have any idea why treasure just starts popping out of the sea?
Says, "Oh yes, that's easy. Years ago, the town was dying. There were other towns up and down the coast. This particular stretch of coast, they died too. But we prayed to Poseidon, and he saved us. He not only saved us, but he granted us great boons. We harvest more crops. We get more fish. The trees here, I know it's false. They don't look like it, but they actually grow much better here than anywhere else on this coast. And Poseidon occasionally does send us treasures, yes."
So you believe that these are gifts from the gods, then?
Oh, yes. What else would they be?
Alexander kind of...
I mean, one treasure, that might be luck. Two treasures, really lucky. But to get treasure consistently for 20 years, that's a gift from the gods.
My only question is whether or not it's Poseidon or something else.
Just, of course it's Poseidon. And speaking of, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. I need to finish preparing the cathedral. I'm going to perform a prayer, special ritual to Poseidon tomorrow, as it were, to ask for safety from the town for the trade fair that's coming up in a few days.
I'm gonna make an insight check on her, see if she's trying to get us to leave. Like because she's hiding something.
All right, make an insight check.
I wish I had luck right now.
You think she's pretty on the level that she's?
I'll go inside as well.
Come on, Vierl.
Oh. Yep, same thing. She is on the level. She is. She's preparing for a ritual to the gods, and she's going to. And she needs a little time to prepare.
All right.
All right. I sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Vierl.
Oh yeah, I just said I guess we should go.
Yeah, we should probably go. We'll meet up with Silvanna. We'll discuss what we've learned, and hopefully we'll be able to. Hopefully this damn rain will stop.
She says she overhears the last part about the rain. She says, "No, don't worry too much about the rain. It always happens this time of year. It'll clear up in a few days, I assure you."
All right. Anyway, I hope your ritual goes well.
She says, "It should. Poseidon has been good to us for 20 years. I see no reason why it would stop now."
Wait, I need to check something real quick. I want to look at what my angels can do.
This is an angel of Poseidon.
You're gonna have an angel.
How long can my angels? How long can my angels stay? Like in
1 hour. Basically 1 hour per day.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to summon. Who's the one that heals? Once we leave, I'm gonna go to like a kind of hidden area, I guess, in the graveyard where it's like out of sight.
Yep.
And I'm going to summon a Kale, the cloak.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him, I want you to keep a close eye on this church, and if anything suspicious happens, I want you to fly to me immediately while you can still be conscious, I guess.
Yeah, he nods and says that he will do his best for as long as he's able.
Alrighty.
So
let's go find Silvanna.
Silvanna, where are you right now? It's like standing on any other shore during a storm.
Oh, you're just humming.
Yeah. So, yeah. Has Silvanna ever actually been to the sea? Yeah. Yeah, so this is like really her first real look at the wrath of the ocean. So like when she's humming, it's kind of like she's kind of like nervous. It's like, yeah, get lucky, and like it's just like squealing.
It's like the waves come crashing in.
Yeah, whenever the waves come crashing, like she squeals and jumps away. Yeah,
pretty good.
Make a perception check. That's good. You see something glinting in the sand. It looks like a gem of some kind. You guys detect magic, and you do not detect anything.
Gem.
Nothing. All right, you pick it up. You're not sure what this is. It's looks like a dagger. It's made out of electrum. It was a gem. There's a gem set into the pommel, a black pearl.
Oh, you pull it out, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so when you pull it out, you pull the rest of the dagger out with it. It doesn't look like it has any. It could actually be used in battle, but you do think that it could be worth like a lot of money. Like 750 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Not like human sacrifice, if that's what you're thinking, but more like decorative.
Decorative, yeah.
Like the kind that when a knight or a noble is dressing their best, instead of wearing just a plain functional dagger, they get their fancy dagger and they wear that.
Right.
Yep. No. Nope. But as you turn back, you see two hooded and cloaked figures stalking towards you.
Uh-oh. Good thing we split the point.
Can we? What about us?
Silvanna, make a perception check. Again, disadvantage due to the rain. 11. You squint at that. You're like, I don't know, who are these people? As they get closer, though, you recognize Alexander and Vierl.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You mage hand the dagger out. All right.
Well, it probably was one of these so-called boons from Poseidon. Although I'm worried I guess I'll wait a bit before I continue.
Well,
he stares. Alexander stares at the dagger, thinking. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I just need to refresh. I couldn't hear Silvanna.
All right.
Yep.
I love how it flip-flops between Silvanna and me. It's like not even consistent. God
maybe
damn
it is consistent.
It's inconsistently inconsistent. Yeah.
Make a religion check. Poseidon's a sea god. Big. He's got a long, flowing, rime-encrusted beard. Typically appears naked from the waist up. Got a large, looks very muscular, like a very muscular old guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's like one of the old gods.
Yeah, one of the old gods. Daughter named Ariel.
Yeah.
Friendly crab named Sebastian, you know.
Some annoying yellowfish who resembles a Phoebus. You know.
With a son named Percy.
Yeah, that's Yeah, who could forget Percy?
Wow, that's deep. That's deep into the lore. Good. That's good on you, Vierl.
I'll give Vierl inspiration for that. All right. So, at any rate, you're examining the dagger. I will let you guys make a history check if you like.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I've got -1 intelligence, 7.
Yeah, shiny. Alexander thinks it's shiny.
Yeah, that's what that's.
Vierl thinks it's really shiny.
I can show that.
Silvanna believes it was actually with the 14. Judging by the design on it, judging by the design of the dagger, you think it might have belonged to an ancient empire from long ago. Yeah, actually, it's from the ancient dragonborn empire of Arcosia.
Ooh, that might be.
Hang on, I will spell it. Iron armor. Yeah, so it's probably from there, judging by the shape of the blade and the design.
Well, regardless, we have a decent amount of information that we've gathered around the town. What we really need is this damn rain to stop, so I think we should, what?
Same, that's what we've heard as well.
Yep. Make a nature check.
Here, I'll make a nature check. Yep.
No
The
idea.
tree. Oh, there's the tree again.
Ricky Rain. All right. Yeah, Vierl, with your knowledge, you're guessing that what they're talking about is probably like just like a seasonal thing. It's like how it snows during the winter, but not during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is actually
So-
pretty good
it's probably-
because I live in the Philippines and we get typhoons all the time.
Nice.
Oh god. Yeah.
And up here in New York, we get snow.
And in Canada, we get lots of snow. Lots and lots
When I
of
lived
snow.
in Georgia, we actually got tornadoes, believe it or not. Every
Oh,
summer,
really?
like clockwork. With
Jeez.
the weather radio would go off, and Dad would be like, "All right, everyone, another tornado into the basement, everybody."
Into the basement. Yeah.
But yeah, Vierl's pretty sure it's just a seasonal thing.
Okay. I just kind of think about that and go, regardless, we're not going to find anything here. And I feel that we're going to need to, we should just get a room, take a small rest. Let us think about the information that we've gathered, and we can continue, whether it be in a couple hours or hopefully whether it be a couple days. Because unfortunately, it seems I've talked to as many people as I can think of that would maybe have a chance of spotting the mist form of this beast, the Aboleth, and it seems like the rain essentially concealed its movement. So God knows where it is. It could be in a cave nearby. It could be out in the sea. I mean, we won't know. Probably did, which means we're gonna I think we should take a small rest and think about it, but we might need this. Well, not even that we might need the scrying, but we may need to find a way to lure him out. But I just don't know how. Well, let's get back to the tavern. Let's get back to the tavern, and we'll see. We'll move from there. Sound like a plan?
I do have a question though. For Falcon.
What's up?
When you were entering the town, was there any river leading to the sea?
Let me check the map.
Because we ended up in like Starovich, and then
Yeah. Not anywhere in the vicinity of the town, no. But that doesn't mean that somewhere further up the coast or further down the coast that there's a river leading. That there's a river that leads there. So. All right. Yeah. So you guys return back to the tavern, and it is it's almost exactly like you left it. Although, let me see who's left. The tavern.
Or we can
Down
wait
the
for Otto Viator to come back and he can just gate this thing to us.
Probably.
That's true. Yeah. If we wait one more day, we can technically do that, and then I can hunter's mark it. Would would a hunter's mark still work on a misted target?
Probably because it's not dead.
Technically, okay. So we would be
Alright.
able to track it. Yeah, Vierl, I think out of the options we should does my angel come back to report? I'm assuming
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
He reports nothing.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, but yeah, when you get back to the tavern. All right, when you get back to the tavern, the Dragonborn is still there. Terzra is still running her gambling thing, but Matthias and Jandal are gone. Probably in their rooms or something, you don't know. Mm-hmm. Human. All right. Yeah. They look at that. The leader just says, "Where did you get that?" Yeah, his massive hand just encloses yours as he delicately shakes and he says, Dyson. Yeah. And he holds up his hand and says, 1 second. And he is going to cast Zone of Truth on you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you going to intentionally fail, I'm assuming?
Yeah. He's not going to kill us. Alright, and he says, where did you find that dagger? One of the other Dragonborn says, yeah, that checks out. These people always say, that stuff just washes up on shore nowadays. He says, I look at you and say, are you a traveling companion of him? And they point to Alexander Anderson. Do you happen to know what kind of a god he worships? And then Dyson just does this yes gesture. Yes, you were right. It's and then it says something in Draconic to the others.
Now I'm nearby, so do I hear what he's saying in Draconic?
You hear him say, "The Oracle was right." And all the other Dragonborn, they're just nodding. They're just smiling. They're nodding. They're saying, "Yeah, our journey is finally over."
Because I'm doing this through message, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He said the Oracle is right, and now I'm becoming slightly concerned. But it could be a good thing. So let's see where this takes us.
So now, to put this in perspective, this massive Dragonborn, 7 feet tall, looks like he weighs 350 pounds, just stands up and he lumbers over to Alexander with his entourage behind him. And he says, I understand that you worship Bahamut.
I do. I am a servant, and I hope to be spared. Nope. Oh, sorry, wait.
All right. Well, first thing you should know is that the color of their scales is absolutely no bearing at all on. No, they do have colors. The color has no bearing on whether they're good or evil.
No, but he's wondering, literally, what colors are they? Are they just a mix? Are they all copper, gold, silver?
They're a
mix.
Of
Okay.
Colors.
Okay.
But the guy talking to Alexander Dyson, now that he's stepped out into clear light, he appears to actually be an albino.
Okay, please. This guy has to have a name. Oh, his name's Dyson. Damn it.
Dyson.
Damn it! You missed on a perfect opportunity.
Why? What
there's albino dragons. I wonder if there's another a very famous albino dragon. Yes.
No, actually, I'll save that for another one. I'll save that.
Okay.
For another one. For a sorcerer instead of a paladin.
Yeah, that's true. Fair. That's fair. Okay, I look at Dyson. Dyson. Sorry, and I just say, yes, I worship Bahamut. I worship his justice. And I hope to be.
And you're wearing your glasses right now, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing glasses. Technically.
Okay, Dyson says, 6 months ago, I was with an oracle, a draconic oracle. They told me to seek out a worshipper of Bahamut, a man with glasses. They said that he would need my help and I would find him in a stormrat town.
Perhaps I might be that man.
He says, I believe you are.
A man with glasses.
Yep. A man with glasses who worships Bahamut and is going to be found in a stormrat town. He says, we only arrived here yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually quite happy that Bahamut was kind enough to guide you right to me and I didn't have to wait a week.
I guess so.
He puts it around his neck. He pulls out a holy symbol of Bahamut that's on a chain around his neck. It was hiding inside of his armor.
Okay. I look at him and I say, well, perhaps we can help each other. I'm currently trying to hunt down a really, really hard to find creature. Have you ever heard of a creature called an aboleth?
He just narrows his eyes. He says, "Yes, I've actually managed to kill one that was preying on my clan."
Really?
He says, "Yes. Take heart in this. They both are monsters, but they are made of flesh and blood. They do feel pain."
Trust me, hi.
He says, "Vampire." So one of the other Dragonborn says, "Yeah, we had some trouble with the vampire recently, didn't we? Like, when we were coming here about 3 months ago, we came across a town that had a vampire. That their leader apparently turned into a vampire, and he was using ghouls, I think, to enforce his will." Yeah, that was it. I remember we ended up destroying the pack and staking him. I remember that very well.
So you probably know how vampires work, then.
Dyson needs to make an intelligence check right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
first thing is, I just want to see if he can put 2 and 2 together. That's all.
No, he's trying to put 2 and 2 together.
Oh yeah, Dyson just realizes. Wait, are you hunting a vampire aboleth?
Yes, exactly. And that's why we're having so much trouble finding him. We actually were able to kill him, but the sneaky little bastard turned into mist and flew off. Yeah. We're just simply here to finish this.
Destroy the coffin first.
Exactly.
This.
We hoped that the coffin was going to be nearby. Unfortunately, he was able to transport it rather quickly. Probably more quickly than we expected.
Says, Tathan says, "Well, as soon as this damnable rain lets up, my men and I will be at your disposal, and we will do everything in our power to help you. As long as it doesn't involve going near the sea."
I hope that it doesn't.
Yeah, he turns around and one of the other Dragonborn sidles up to Alexander and says very quietly that Dython is actually afraid of large bodies of water.
Fair enough. We'll have some fear.
Basically, him coming to this town was only because his faith in Bahamut was able to overcome his fear. But not even that will help him enter the ocean. He's scared of the ocean. Yeah,
he's very scared of the ocean. Okay. I just say, well, we all have our own fears. I have nothing against yours. Simply put, we should stay, wait for the rain to die down, and hopefully we can use our resources together to track this beast down.
Dython nods. He says, Dython nods. He says that his men will certainly try to help you in a fight.
All right. And if we do beat this creature and you guys are interested, I may have a proposition for you.
Says, well, let's hear it now.
Well, there is a great battle that will be happening in the future, and
Dython holds up his hand and says, "Say no more. If you need our help, we'll be there."
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And I guess, you know what? I'm going to actually get a room. I'm going to get a room and just take a little rest.
All right, yeah. All right, room here would be... That's not what I wanted. Yeah, room here would be about 3 silver pieces per day.
Alexander throws a gold piece regardless.
All right, yep. He's just going to take it. He's not even giving you change.
He's happy.
For all few
Alexander does not. Yeah, that does sound about right. We're gonna get kicked out immediately.
Yeah.
Alexander, what did I do wrong? I paid that guy fair and square.
It's not what you did. It's what your friend did.
Slowly turn Silvanna.
All right, so Yeah. So you get your room. To Joe, like you're sneaking off and trying to steal the gold back. All right, he's gonna go do that. All right, he's gonna do that. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to my room to rest, and probably
it's like noon. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I was waiting for that. I had a feeling.
Yeah, so just so you know, it's about noon.
I am aware, but the problem is, it's like we can't do anything until the rain stops. So it's like.
This small town. All right. So you're gonna probably. Yeah, probably. So what are you gonna do in lieu of?
The locations.
All right, so.
Wait a second. I know what I'm gonna do. God damn it! I keep fucking forgetting.
Well, you remember now.
Yeah, fucking. What are we fighting? A vampire Aboleth. What do I have? Divine sense.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. So I'm gonna start perusing the town, and I'm just gonna pop divine sense undead.
You divinely sense only yourself.
Why?
Because you are, as to Mars, you are part celestial.
Oh, because it's all three. Okay,
You can't specifically hone it. You will detect all three. So, for example, an angel, a devil, and a lich walk into a bar disguised as humans.
Yeah.
You cast Divine Sense, you would be able to detect all three, and you would be able to know which one was which.
All right.
All right.
Well, Alexander's going to spend his time just circling the town, trying to see if he can spot anything out of the usual.
I was going to say, as you go, lightning indicates that in the center of the town there's an ash grove, a grove of ash trees.
I walk towards the
wall, but yes, that's how the town got its name.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, as you go there, the grove is 75 feet across and 75 feet in diameter. It's very thick, but the heavy rain, all the branches are just like drooping. You also, just by looking at it, you notice the grove is far healthier than the trees outside.
Okay.
So you're guessing that tending this grove is something the people of Ashenport take very seriously.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I cast Divine Sense again. Do I notice anything?
What do you notice? You don't sense anything.
We're never gonna find this guy. It's gonna be fucking 6 sessions before we find him.
Yeah. All right, make an investigation check.
I will also investigate the tree. I'll probably fail horribly.
Grove, by the way.
Okay, I've already got my spear out, ready to go.
Correct. Yes, they are probably. You stab a tree, and it is a tree is a tree. All right, Silvanna, as you go, you kick something. You notice that there's something like wedged under the roots of a tree. There's something. It's like a small statuette is wedged. It's like the roots have grown over it, almost like a prison. Almost. So it's like a small. Oh boy, there it goes again.
Oh no! Now it's happening over and over.
Strahd remembers. All right. So Silvanna, what are you going to do with this little statuette? Okay. You're going to yank it out, and as you cast Detect Magic, it's not magical, then you yank it out. Vierl.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. It keeps alternating from I can't hear Alexander to I can't hear Silvanna.
Okay.
I was gonna say, because I noticed that Discord wasn't working, at least the channel that we're on. So I was thinking,
Private channel for both of you.
yeah, if I could you make one for us, or
I'm gonna actually hang on. See,
you can make a separate channel on Out of the Past. Like you can always make multiple.
I'm trying to figure out how do I make this. How do I make the damn channel? Oh, never mind. Found it. Great channel. Yeah,
we can. That's always an option.
There we go. Vierl's channel has been created.
All right, I am on Vierl's channel.
Wow.
Me too.
And now we're all on.
And
there.
it's an ice checking now. Whatever.
Moving on.
Good.
That was
my
was
browser works, which is fine.
yeah.
Discord is on on Chrome, and Chrome is being an ass, so I don't care. Anyway, Vierl, what are you doing?
In the tavern, I guess I'll just go get another round, I guess, by the gambling table where Tezra is. I got a few more questions that I was able to think of.
No, she's still running her little gambling thing. There's not really much to do while it's raining.
All right. I guess while we're just playing, I ask her, what are you going to make a deal with? You mentioned a deal earlier, right?
She says, yeah, Alderman Ritter, the man in charge.
What exactly are you going to be dealing for?
She says, whatever treasures that they find. Gods know they don't have much use for them in this place.
All right. So is there anything you know about the alderman?
What does she know? I'll check. She says that he does know. He does seem like a pretty on the level fellow. As far as seems a little distant, but other than that, he just seems like a good guy.
Yeah. All right. So I just few others like on the table. I just asked them like, just having some small talk. But in Thieves' Cant now, I asked her, can you understand me? Like Thieves' Cant.
She does not.
That awkward moment where you use Thieves' Cant and nobody responds.
Because I was thinking if I can ask her help with an aboleth, and I don't want to say it in a public place.
You don't want to say.
Yeah. All right. So
you should, Vierl. You know what you should do, Vierl? You should be like, hey, listen, girl. You should come to my room. I've got something to talk to you about.
Now you do that, Visoka will probably smack him. Visoka is standing over him. He says that. Visoka will smack him.
Wait, says what? I don't see it. Wait, what? I legit don't see it. Where is it?
No. They were saying that you should probably do a pickup line on Tezra. Like, hey girl, come to my room. I got something I want to tell you. And I said that Visoka is standing over you, and if you did that, she would probably smack you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess I'll just say, see, my companions and I were trying to track something down, and we believe it's in this town or somewhere near it.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Persuasion? Uh-oh. I just tried.
I hope you've got luck still.
Nope.
Are you out of luck already?
He used it on gambling.
I only had luck the first time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna shrug and say that she doesn't know. No, she doesn't know about any creatures any more than the townsfolk do. And if the townsfolk aren't helping, then sorry, but you're out of luck.
Can I tell if she's trying to hold something back?
Make an insight check.
All right. Oh, come on.
Nope. Perfectly on the level.
And Alexander's not here. He's walking around in circles outside to no avail.
I was going to say, while Vierl gambles his life savings away, Silvanna, what you pulled out from under the tree is a wooden statue depicting Poseidon. You also notice that it looks like it's been damaged with some kind of edged weapon. It could be any kind of weapon. It could be a sword, could be a knife, could be a dagger.
See if there's anything more buried.
No, there's nothing down there but tree roots and oh, hey, there's a grub over there. But no, you're guessing that this thing was defaced and chucked into the grove.
I look at It is a little bit concerning, but there might be those that don't view Poseidon in a positive light. In the bag.
Alright, it's about 1 in the afternoon now.
Alright.
You're walking around, there's also a town hall, there's docks, there's a grain mill, general store, blacksmith.
Well, Alexander kind of goes like,
tannery.
Alexander kind of goes like, look, we can look, we can explore all we want, but realistically, our best option at the moment is simply to just wait a day and use the power of Autio Viator. And what we can do though is that we can prepare for the rest of the day. I can go talk to the Dragonborn that seem to be interested in me or helping me, and we can try and find a good location for this fight.
He tried. He said that he tried. But he knows the town. He was able to see the town. But there's a powerful magical effect keeping him from scrying the rest of the town.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Silvanna and I'm gonna say, all right, here's what I'm going to do. If you've got any preparations you want to make for tomorrow, I suggest you go do them, whatever they may be. I'm going to get the Dragonborn and I'm going to ask them with their help, we're going to find a good location in which we can fight this thing. All right. So I'm going to go find the Dragonborn, if possible.
Yeah, they're in their room. They rented out the largest room that they could, and they're all just sharing it.
All right. I go up to Dythan again. Yeah. Okay, so Dythan, we currently have a plan that we're currently setting in motion to find this beast. We have a powerful item that can allow us to simply teleport the Aboleth to a location that we desire.
Assuming that the Aboleth doesn't have any magical protections, fine.
It's a very powerful magical item. But regardless, this is our current plan. We're trying to find a location that would be good to have a fight.
Anywhere away from water. Aboleths are the strongest in the water.
Good point. Simply put, I think we should try and find a location that is outside the town so that we obviously try and avoid any collateral damage.
Obviously.
And I would love your assistance in that.
Says, when this rain lets up, I will absolutely give you a hand.
All right. So I'm just going to wait and chill with the Dragonborn for now.
All right, yeah. So... Alright. So what are you gonna do in town? I'm in the tavern. Just pour over the maps. This is gonna be a bit of a hard check, but make a nature check, Silvanna. Nature. No, you don't. This is not
a vampirism check, or is it just something separate?
Nature check.
Not bad.
Let me check the DC again. Okay. So, no, you think you have something, but then you're like, no, it's not that.
Always with the so close.
Yeah.
All right.
So, it's so far. All right, where is that? All right, so Vierl's just gonna gamble his life savings away. Is that it?
Yeah, for fun, sure, why not? It's the thrill rather than the money.
That's true. That's true. You've always
true.
been about the thrill, yeah. Oh god,
But
this is where Vierl gets his gambling addiction setting
Hey,
in.
if I can't parkour outside in the rain, I need something to put me down.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah. All right, at any rate, the day is gonna wear on peacefully. Nothing untoward happens.
Okay.
And so, out of curiosity, are you guys gonna share a room, or all the guys get one room and Silvanna gets another? Not that big. Enough for you to have some privacy.
Well, I already paid for my room, I think, so
Okay, yeah,
I have
so
my
you-
own separate room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
pay for my own as well.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, at around 7 o'clock in the evening, before Silvanna settles down for her trance, Wormwood comes in out from under the bed. He's dragging a sack of gold behind him. He says, "Give me a moment to put on some weight there, Sylvie, and then I'd like my weight in gold." And then, like, as he says that, from downstairs you hear, "What the hell?" and Wormwood just starts giggling. He's just like, "Sucker." He says, "This isn't just your money, Sylvie."
What?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, okay.
He was rude, wasn't he? How much do we have?
Yeah, that's really, it is really the truth, isn't it?
But you know what? Vierl has a very interesting motivation. He's in it for the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
It's a very
I've-
interesting motivation for being a rogue.
Adventuring is enough. I don't need to steal things anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You've got enough thrill in your life, like freaking like fighting like Flynn and liches and
You got no, Silvanna. Very simple. You have 500.
okie dokie.
Get a real good.
And then Wormwood like says, "Oh, you got a phone call too, Sylvie."
Nah, Sylvie, you keep counting your gold. I gotta, pop back to the 9 hells.
All right.
No, being a rogue, I think I'll be more charismatic. Not really.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it's like it's interesting because like out of almost all of us, I feel like Vierl's probably like the most. I feel like Vierl's like the most kind-hearted person.
Yeah, that's that's fine. That's an interesting character. That's
what I like our dynamic. Like
Yeah.
I like I think the dynamic that we have is like the party is really really
Kind-hearted
fits well.
rogue.
The kind-hearted rogue, the over-serious, sometimes very violent paladin,
and the warlock with the hyperactive imagination.
yeah.
You think
Only
we would
she
interchange
sees
those
devils.
around?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He said he's popping off to the 9 hells. He's going to go there. He's going to eat. And then he's going to come back with a balance scale. He's going to sit in one end. And you're going to put gold coins into the other end until it balances out. And that's how much he's going to get.
250.
His weight in gold.
Oh, his actual weight. Wow.
Yep. So he's eating. He's gonna go and pig out to put on weight.
Oh.
Yeah, in wrestling, that's called water weight.
Fuck. Sorry, I just.
That's fine. He's gonna put on some water weight, like in wrestling. No, and in wrestling, it's called water weight. What happens is if you need to be a certain weight in order to wrestle in a certain class. So in order to wrestle in that class, what some wrestlers will do is they'll just drink water, lots of water, and then stand before.
You lose the goal.
Says, don't worry, Sylvie. I don't want to stay here. This town gives me like creeps. He says, have you ever heard the expression, Sylvie? Have you heard someone walked on my grave? Because that's what I'm feeling right now, Sylvie. This town ain't right, girl. This town ain't right. I don't know. I'm feeling it in my gut. Or maybe that's just because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. All right, look, I'm popping out now. All right, best of luck. Sleep with one eye open while you go into a trance. You sleep with both eyes open. Anyway, listen, just be careful. All right. And then he pops out with his gold.
Right.
You lost about 50 gold pieces to Wormwood, by the way.
Okay. They will just set off an alarm.
Still remember that whole tavern thing.
Oh god, yeah, the fucking tavern.
We scared some people who just wanted some wine.
Yeah, no. But that thing in Barovia, normally it doesn't do that. The thing is that in Barovia, the magic was twisted.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like it was supposed to be like a normal alarm, but it ended up being like screeches and howls.
Yeah. In this case, it's just going to be a handbell, like the bell ringing, like the chime maidens from Bloodborne. Okay.
You send it, yeah. All right, I stay in my room to not activate it, but. All
right.
Wait, Silvanna, you message us, right? I can message back, right? So as I hear that, I remember the phrase I see under the table in Thieves' Cant. Have any of you heard the saying, "No one ever escapes the sea"?
Not a common saying, at least not in Silverthorn, I can tell you that.
No one escapes the sea. Make a history check, yeah. Nope.
Alexander
scratches his head as he clicks a button. Boop. And he also... Wow, that's like a 2 and a 0. Jesus, I'm freaking rolling real good.
Jack, you believe that's not a saying, but a message.
A message?
Might be like a warning, maybe.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think it's a good thing we do stay away from the sea.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Vierl. We have the alarm. Thank you, Silvanna, for that. And we'll have a good fight tomorrow. I think that will be our best course of action.
All right. So everyone goes to sleep for the night.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Does anything happen during the night?
At about midnight.
Yes.
Night raid.
Something happens.
Okay.
A new sound penetrates the pounding of the rain and the screaming of the wind. Barely audible at first, it slowly resolves itself into some bizarre alien, high-pitched keening. It resounds with both horror and sorrow, like a mother screaming after seeing the mutilated bodies of her children, or the last screams of a sailor before he's dragged under the raging seas.
Mm-hmm.
It grows louder and louder until even the noise of the storm recedes into the background. It fills your ears. It drills its way into your dreams. It digs into your mind and your soul until you can think and dream of nothing else. It's not beautiful. It's not comforting. In fact, it's probably one of the most horrible sounds you've ever heard. And yet you have an irresistible compulsion to follow. Wisdom saves from all of you.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Now here's an interesting question. Are our rooms close to each other?
Yes, Silvanna, this is a charm effect, so you have advantage. Wisdom save.
So if our rooms are close to each other, let's say, am I within 15 feet of anyone?
I will say...
It's a bit of a stretch, but
yes.
Thought I'd ask.
Alright, so Alexander, where's your wisdom save?
Alright. 17.
Okay.
Actually, well, if it would be with advantage, because mage breaker armor.
That's right.
So 24.
24, alright. So you guys resist the compulsion. Shield Guardian is not affected, and neither is Vasilka because she's a construct, but all around you hear doors opening and people walking.
I think this is when we wake up.
Yeah, you guys are awake now.
Yeah, because we heard the noise.
The
noise.
The sound woke you, and it's still going on.
I get all my weapons and... Does Vasilka sleep?
No, she does not sleep. She rests, but she doesn't sleep. She's like looking around, like very nervously. Think a dog or an animal looking for like some predator that it knows is nearby, but it doesn't know where.
I grab her hand and just look for Alexander and Silvanna.
You go out, you see that you step onto the hall because you know where their rooms are. As you do, you see the people walking down the hall.
Okay.
Like these are some of Tezra's guards. Like you see, like some of the guards that they have. You see that like the merchants, the people that they brought with them are their guards, their escorts. And like these guards are now just walking out, just very calmly. They don't even look like they're sleepwalking.
Do I see any of the Dragonborn?
You see like two of them. They're being held back by their friends.
I run over to them.
Dyson is like slapping one in the face. It's like, "What's wrong with you? Wake up!"
I'm like, here.
Okay.
I think I know what this is, and I'm going to cast Cleansing Touch on one of them.
I'll rush to either.
Hold on.
Alright.
That's right.
Not again!
Damn it!
Okay. Refresh.
All right. All right, Alexander, you are going to run over to them. And what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm casting Cleansing Touch on one of them, which should end the effects of any spell.
All right. This is a magical effect, but it is not a spell, so
fuck.
It's not actually ending that.
Alright, there, I can hear Alexander now.
Alright, but yeah, Dyson is actually going to punch him, the Dragonborn in the face, which seems to do it. Like, he just waits. He's like, "What's happening? What's going on here?" Alright. He says, "Wait, magical," and then he realizes like the last of these people are walking by. He's like, "What about the rest of them?"
I think they're under its spell or...
Yeah, Dyson is going to go...
It's not magic.
It's magical.
Okay, I know.
Dyson's going to go over punch his second fellow awake, and then they're just going to rush out and try to grab these guys.
We should. This is probably the best opportunity that we're going to get. And shit. Achiviata is probably not recharged at the moment, is he?
Almost. You got another 6 hours to go.
God damn it.
You can talk to Achiviata if you want. It's just that I'm sleepy.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good call. That's a good call.
I'll cast
All right.
protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
We should probably
I
start
will-
doing that. So.
You know what? Let's start. Let's get all our summon stuff out of the way because we're clearly walking into a fight. I'm trying to remember who has protection from good and. Okay, so I'm gonna summon Reyes.
Yeah. Protection from good and evil.
And he's gonna cast protection good and evil on me.
Attunement. Got it. All right. Yeah. Yeah. As you follow, you notice that the people are out there walking steadily towards the ocean.
Oh,
Dyson and his boys have managed to get like 9 of them, but the others are still walking. There's like another 2 or 3. All right, you see that they're just walking towards the ocean. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Can I just make a flat perception check?
Go ahead.
All right.
No, you don't see anything.
All right. Come on, eyes.
I guess I'll do the same.
What's that in the shadows?
It's another tree. Ah! Damn.
Oh, nice.
Go
Vierl,
Vierl.
you don't see anything
Oh.
except for these 3 people walking purposefully towards the sea.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, so you're just gonna let them walk in?
I guess I'll try to stop one of them first and try to do the same thing, like slap them and get them back to their senses.
All right. Yes. All right. So you're gonna drop her. All right. Just make a straight up dexterity check. Don't add your proficiency. You're not proficient with a lasso. Ten. Yeah, you managed to lasso 1. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to 1 and slap him in the back of the head. See if that helps.
You smack him in the back of the head. He just ignores you. He keeps walking.
Okay, now I'm gonna try and grapple him so that he doesn't drown himself.
All right. Make an attack.
Okay.
I do same for the other one.
Yeah,
So that
same
should it be? So this is an unarmed attack then. I'm
Yep.
assuming. So that's just gonna be just 1d20 plus my proficiency.
plus your strength. Yeah.
Proficiency and strength.
No. Just strength, not proficiency. Unless you're
No, I'm not. So it would just be strength. Okay, so it's 1d20 plus 4. Okay.
Yeah.
14.
All right. 14. Yeah, that's enough to grab him.
Okay.
Same with girl. Make your check. No, you grab him. He just slips out. He just continues walking. Starts entering the ocean. All right. Yeah. Got it. Make another dexterity. Yep, you lasso him like as he's entered waist deep into the water. He's still trying to go. He's still trying to get the rope off of him. Okay. So as you start smacking them.
Oh,
Nice.
wait. While he's smacking them, I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Yeah.
Just waiting for disappointment, please.
Divine sense.
Just let it come. I'm waiting for it.
What is it detecting him?
It detects divine sense. Celestial, undead, or fiend within 60 feet, and I should be able to know the location. No, divine sense is 60 feet, pretty much.
You cast that, and like you just clutch at your head because whatever this sound is, it's just completely confusing your divine sense. It's sensing it everywhere.
Like I sense it everywhere?
Like all around you, like directly under you, directly above you, around you, you sense that the person you're holding is one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's jamming your senses.
Oh, okay. Shit. Do I feel like I'm under the effects of anything? That's my question.
No.
It's just a general. This is general, just like distortion. Distortion.
Yeah, just some kind of a horrible distortion.
Okay. Trying to.
All right.
Anything happen? As we're trying to.
As you start dragging these people back, this call just slowly fades, and then eventually dies out and is replaced by the sound of the rain and thunder.
That was dire.
Yeah. And as it fades, you notice that the jamming fades as well until you're sensing nothing. Which is probably the most ominous thing.
You still remember the church by the graveyard, Alexander? I think that's a place to check out.
Yeah, that's definitely a place to check out. How are the people doing right now? They sort of
they're starting to wake up. They're like, what the hell? What am I doing out here? Why am I only wearing a nightshirt? Yeah. They're looking at Silvanna in her half-raven form. They're like, what the hell? Am I still dreaming?
Just go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep.
Be wise, yeah. They just start shuffling back.
Okay. I'm going to... What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to take Vierl's advice, yeah. We're going to go quickly, since we still got a couple hours before VD wakes up. Yeah, so let's go to the church.
All right, you go to the church. You kick in the front door. Nothing. It's empty.
Empty? No sign of our old lady friend?
No, there is. You do notice there's a house nearby. You're guessing that's where she lives.
I want to go over to the house while she's doing that.
Yeah, all right.
Because I'm curious. If she got affected or not.
I don't notice it. All right. So you open up the door. Are you gonna knock on the door? Or are you gonna kick the door in?
I'm gonna knock the door. I'm gonna knock on the door.
You hear a startled yelp. She's like, "Who is that? Who's there?"
It's me, the Alexander from earlier.
Oh, thank Poseidon. What happened? Did you hear that too?
Yeah, I heard that. I was wondering if you were affected or not, but it doesn't seem the case.
No, I wasn't. Listen, what was that thing? Do you know what it was?
Something is calling people to the sea, and it seems like it's dominating presence, and I think it's the thing that we're looking for.
She says,
well,
make a religion or an arcana check.
I will make a religion check. No, I will not.
No idea. I was going to say, your natural 20 from 2 sessions back has worn off. Silvanna and Vierl, with your checks, the Aboleth cannot do this.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Something else.
What?
It is entirely possible. With your check, Vierl, you believe it's entirely possible. I'm sorry?
Well, let Vierl. What does Vierl think? Let's
Vierl is thinking that it might be possible that this Aboleth works for something else.
Oh.
That doesn't seem likely, but it's possible.
Wonderful. Oh no. The only other thing that could have this level of dominating powers, I'm thinking, could possibly be well. I don't think they would be sea creatures though, because I'm thinking when I think about like mind controlling creatures, the first thing I think about is like mind flayers. Right. So,
but then all I could do is just add, for example, the water breathing feature and a swim speed, and change them visually to give them fins. So
there is a possibility that this thing is working for like some sort of super mind flayer or aquatic.
That would be called an elder brain, is what you're grappling for.
Oh boy, if that's what we're fighting, holy moly.
Yes, I've seen the stats in Volo's guide. That thing's not pushable. Alright, anyway, so what are you guys gonna do now?
I asked the lady, has this ever happened before?
She's like, no, this is the first time.
Happy nightmares, yeah, indeed.
Happy friggin' Halloween, gentlemen.
Yeah, happy Halloween. It's like a couple of days from now, yeah.
I think this is a good time to consult Mordenkainen.
I guess so. I mean, as long as
he hasn't been affected.
Oh shit! We didn't even think of that. Oh god. Yeah, let's go find Mordenkainen. I think that's a good idea. So no, I'm leaving right now. So you can stay, Silvanna, because I realize that this shit's could be really bad if he gets controlled.
Yeah. Right. Make an investigation check. I'm sorry. Right, GG. All right. Sorry. Oh, 21 perception. Got it. So, were you actually peeking your head inside, or? All right. Yep. Okay. With your check, you're squinting. You look around. You believe that, that this place, despite the fact that they claim that Poseidon is the town's patron, this stuff in here does not look like it's been used very recently. And it looks normal, but just like it hasn't been used.
When we regroup. Yeah. As we're making haste to try and find Mordenkainen and see if he's all right, I'm just saying. I mean, like it doesn't seem like that this church was in proper use. I mean, the lady there said that she was doing a ritual, but maybe it's just not common. No, but I mean, like, well, I mean, there must have been still remnants of her. Okay, here's my question: did Silvanna notice like a little like ritual that was done? Because the lady said that, "Can you leave so I can go do my thing in the church?" Right?
No, she did not. There was no smell of lingering scent of burning incense. None of the implements looked like they were used.
So that's since she's lying. I feel like we should. It's like we can go back, but we need to know Mordenkainen's all right, because if Mordenkainen is being dominated right now, shit's gonna get bad. Yeah.
Not leaving him in tiny hut. He's.
Yep. I know. I like his hut. I like the hut. The hut's better.
Yeah, his hut is actually a mansion. All right. So anyway, you guys, as you guys leave the town, like, holy crap! The wind and the rain and the mud just start getting worse. Like, if you didn't know better, you'd say that nature's trying to keep you in town.
Oh, we're fucking in Shutter Island right now. I guess I'll hold on to the Shield
Yep.
Guardian.
Alright, yeah, as you guys hang on, the Shield Guardian is able to make headway much more easily than you guys would. But eventually you come to the place where Mordenkainen used his magnificent mansion. Let me double check how that spell works, please.
Because it's...
Here we go. Mordenkainen lasts for the duration, 24 hours, gives one entrance, moves faintly. Alright, as you guys reach the area, you start looking around. You see the shimmering 5-foot wide, 10-foot tall portal open, and Mordenkainen is on the inside. And he says, "Well, if you're going to come in, come in."
Well,
And he steps aside.
all right. I was just concerned, Silvanna. A lot of weird stuff has been happening
He
recently.
says, "Oh, so you have found something. Unfortunately, something here is foul in my divination spells."
Yeah.
He holds up his finger to his lips, then beckons for you to come in.
Yeah, let's get him. I'm walking in the mansion. Yeah.
And he shuts the door behind you guys.
Yeah.
Vierl's in there with you guys, along with the sofa. Alright, yep. Alright. Mordenkainen. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Alright. Mordenkainen is saying, "So you experienced some strange things, yes?"
Yep.
Well, that's odd, because I did not experience anything like that.
Well, it could be that you're inside the mansion and the mansion is on a separate plane.
That is probably the reason.
Yeah, that's probably the reason. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah, he looks at the doorway that leads out and says, "Something is wrong in Ashenport, and I don't mean that this town is a small provincial town that has absolutely nothing that a wizard of my caliber would require. There is." He strokes his chin and says, "I did do some scrying up and down the coast. From what I can tell, there were other towns here that were abandoned, but Ashenport was not."
Yeah. We've heard that from the lady from the church.
Did the lady at the church also tell you that there have been disappearances?
Oh what?
She didn't mention that, and now with all the information that we've gathered, I'm actually starting to get really suspicious of this lady.
Should be, he says. He explains that he used other spells like commune and legend lore to try to figure out more information about this area. He found out that until about a generation ago, that the whole region was dying, but while every other town in the region withered up and died, Ashenport thrived. It didn't just survive, it thrived. It's leading him to believe that there is something very suspicious going on, especially ever since it started thriving and people have started taking notice and coming here for those treasures that wash up on shore. Every year at around this time, those people who come here disappear.
Yeah.
And he's going to say that with what you just experienced, he believes that weird noise is the reason that they vanish.
Yeah. Well, it seems like the Aboleth might not be the only thing in this.
Well, that was my suspicion too. He says, obviously, what's his name?
Use the demon lord. Yeah, I remember him. He was a nasty bastard. He could do things like this if he wanted. He mostly preferred just butchering people and ruling through fear. But there was him. There were. Oh, and Tasha. Who could forget Tasha? She always loved trying to build her harem up with effects like this. But
what about mind flayers? Would that be a possibility?
It says possibly, but again, we know far too little.
I have a question for you, Mordenkainen. Would you be able to perhaps scry on this lady that we've been talking about?
He says probably, but again, there's a fact. This something has been suppressing my ability to scry within the town. I'm able to scry outside of it, but within, let's call it a 10-mile radius, everything within a day's travel of this town is blocked from our vision.
All right. We're going to go question the lady, and I'm going to use some truth, and we're going to get some answers from her.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Remember, if at any point you need information, come back here. I will be more than happy to assist you.
So let's make our way back to the graveyard.
All right, you go back to the church again through the pounding rain.
Yep.
And you knock on the door, there's no answer. You're going to kick it in?
I'm actually going to kick it in this time.
Can you just let me unlock
it? It's empty.
Sorry, Vierl.
No.
Vierl.
I remember seeing this one movie. I forget what it was. No, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
The first Sherlock Holmes movie. Like, Sherlock Holmes is attempting to pick the lock in the Watson just comes up and kicks the door in.
That's essentially what happened.
Exactly how it works.
Vierl just sighs and is just like,
Yeah, but the house is empty. Old two-room house, and there's no one inside.
God fucking damn it. Of course it...
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
I guess, can I, make any rolls to see, if she left the house at all?
Make an investigation check here, too. Silvanna, you do not find anything in the house. It's a pot!
It's a pot!
It's
found
20,
a pot.
20.
Very nice. With your check, she is not in the house, but you don't find any thing untoward.
Any tracks? Any,
Nothing.
Where did she go?
She probably...
Illusions. Okay. Alright, you cast Detect Magic, and aside from the lingering charm effect, which is rapidly fading, there's nothing else. You don't detect anything else.
I cast Divine Sense.
You divinely sense Alexander.
I wave at him.
So is there any tracks leading outside the house?
Whatever tracks there were, you probably confused them by walking all over them. And the rain has not helped matters.
Yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate.
About from the inside.
There's your muddy footprints.
Yeah, I was gonna search the room and see if I could find any books, notes, maybe something that she wrote.
Vierl with his Vierl with his check, he found what appears to be like a unused book that has prayers and hymns to Poseidon. Very unused, like it's covered in a thick layer of dust.
I open it.
Yeah, she was full of shit.
Yeah, you open it and exactly what it looked like on the cover. Again, this thing is seriously unused. Like you open up, the pages sometimes stick together, but that could just be because of the damp.
Okay, I think it's a good time to check the church. Yeah.
Let's
run back to the church.
All right, you go into the church. You pop it open. The church is empty.
Yep.
So,
I cast Divine Sense. If we do it enough times, one day it will work.
Something will show itself. No. Nothing. nothing.
Is there like any tracks leading inside the church? Like any muddy footprints?
Fucking
There's a
done.
pair of muddy boots at the
DM
door.
denied. Poof.
I was gonna say there's a pair of muddy boots sitting on the inside.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
No, there's muddy boots, not footprints. Like the person walked in, took the boots off.
Okay, I run in and look around, see if there's like any secret
Investigation.
Investigation.
I have 0 on investigation, please.
14, 3, nothing. What is happening here? Okay. Nothing.
Since my passive perception is 23, do I notice anything like secret doors, levers, anything?
23. That's a pretty impressive passive perception score, if I do say so myself.
Yep.
Let me see. Now, I'm checking. I think you do.
I'm gonna go look at my spells, see if I have anything. Because I feel so useless. Because as like a paladin, like I'm not a ranger. Like I'm not a good tracker.
I was gonna say, there's something like one of the pews look like it's out of place. Slightly.
I go to it and then try to push it, see if there's like a pathway or something.
You push that open.
Okay, let's go.
So you see, as you push it, like it rotates, it opens a secret door, revealing a spiral staircase going down.
Ooh.
It's not big enough for your guardian to follow by the looks of things.
It's alright.
Yeah, Vierl, as you try to go, like Vasoko just like grabs you and just wide-eyed is trying to pull you away. Because whatever, she is frightened out of her mind.
What's wrong? Like, does
She's like, she's trying to speak, but she can't. But she's just shaking her head. She's pulling you away. She's shaking her head.
I don't think she can
try.
understand. Well, I would. Have we ever? Have we ever tried? No, but I'm surprised we haven't done that before.
That's
Yeah.
never. You're going.
Yo, girl, what you flipping out about?
All right, you message her, and that's where we'll stop for the night.
Yeah. I can't believe it's so dumb because we were so close to finding it, and we're just like, let's leave. And the DM's probably like, yeah, okay.
I can't believe we've been had by this freaking.
I feel stupid because okay, I have a legit question. So literally, like the angel saw nothing, like didn't see her like go somewhere, didn't see
as
her.
far as he could tell, she did not leave the church. Of course, he just found the secret passage, so of course he didn't.
You know what? I guess that's my bad. I should have specified for him to actually be eavesdropping inside the church and not just be outside.
He was sitting in the graveyard just staring at it.
He was just staring at the church. Okay, that was me being stupid. Okay.
Well,
to be fair, yeah. I mean, like we got that cool sequence though, and now at least we have a lead, and we also know that there's something bigger.
Yeah, this is pretty good, pretty fun.
Yeah, this was a very, very classical. This is classic D&D right here.
Yeah. Hey, gambling. Yeah.